Today we are looking at a very musky, oud, sandalwood Lattafa perfume that I think that a lot of you will really enjoy if you are looking for more of a deeper, muskier, warmer Lattafa fragrance. Hello, my name is Ellison, and on this channel I do perfume reviews, and I am trying to help you find the next best fragrance to add to your collection. So if that is something that you are interested in seeing more of, then I would highly suggest you hit that subscribe button down below just to stay in the loop with my future uploads. So today we are looking at the Lattafa Badi Aloud. That's what I'm gonna say. If it is wrong, let me know. So Badi Aloud Honor and Glory perfume. Now this fragrance, obviously oud is sort of like everybody talks about oud. Oud is not a listed fragrance note here, but I feel like oud is like, I just like saying that, oud. I feel like oud is sort of like, obviously I think it is a fragrance note, but I think it's also sort of just a vibe that a perfume gives. Sort of this warm, fiery, more mature, oftentimes more sultry perfume. I would not consider this a sultry fragrance, but that's sort of the vibe that I think most oud fragrances give, is sort of more of this warm, cozy, mature vibe. Not ooey gooey, not oudy goody either. I just can't handle myself. Okay, so let's go ahead and spray this perfume. So right off the bat, it is very, very unique. Okay, so check out these fragrance notes, because when I saw these fragrance notes for the first time, I was like, what is happening? This is the most random fragrance notes I think I've ever seen. So the top notes of this perfume are pineapple and creme brulee. What is happening with my hair? Yikes. The middle notes are cinnamon, benzoin, turmeric, and black pepper, and the base notes are vanilla, cashmeran, sandalwood, and moss. Okay, literally there are fragrance notes in every pretty sure there's a fragrance note in every single fragrance family in this perfume. Okay, we've got some fruit, like a fruity citrusy thing with pineapple. We've got a gourmand with creme brulee. We've got spices with cinnamon and turmeric and black pepper. We've got woodies with sandalwood and cashmeran. We've got a powdery fragrance note with benzoin. We've got vanilla. We've got like a little bit of everything. Okay, a little bit of everything. So when you smell this perfume, okay, so right off the bat, I smell a lot of benzoin. Okay, so benzoin is more powdery. Benzoin, I would have to say that personally, I would group that in with musk, where it's not really like it smells like something in particular, but you know what it smells like. Like the way people describe musk is it smells like musk, and you just know what musk smells like. Benzoin is powdery, and you just know what powdery smells like. It's like, it just feels like it smells like powder. It smells like this really finely ground powder. And so I smell a lot of that. It's almost like the entire perfume is really encased in powder. But what I would also have to say is that it gives off a lot of a very blended feel of the pineapple and the spices, like the cinnamon, the turmeric, and the black pepper. I feel like, yeah, it almost smells like, okay, so I have some pineapple here and these different spices with cinnamon, turmeric, black pepper. I have the different spices, and then I threw some powder on it, and there's creme brulee there too. Okay, so it's this powdery, fruity, spicy kind of perfume. Okay, very unique, very unique. And honestly, I mean, I would have to say it is a nice smell. Personally, I would not wear it, okay? When I actually have filmed this video before, and I was like, oh yeah, like I really like this perfume, but then I smelled it again, and I smelled it again, and it was like, I honestly would never wear this perfume ever again. It's just not something, I don't think it smells bad, but it's just not something that I would wear. It is a little bit too unique for me, and I was really drawn in, of course, me being me, by the creme brulee, but the creme brulee, it really doesn't, I feel like it adds an element of creaminess to the perfume, but I don't think it makes the perfume sweet. This is not sweet in any fashion. It is very warm, very spicy, with like this grounding on pineapple and surrounded by powder. Okay, so that's sort of the vibe that it gives. I know it's like a really hard thing to wrap your mind around, and when I smelled it initially, it was I could not really wrap my mind around what I was smelling because it is very unique. It is very different. I feel like if you are into smelling super unique fragrances, then I feel like you would really like this. If you are into, I want to wear a perfume that nobody's ever smelled before. I want to wear a perfume that it's a blend that is very unique, that, it is very personal. It is very individualistic. I feel like very few people smell like this. Very few people smell like this. And so if you are trying to identify a perfume that is in a world of its own, then I feel like you might really enjoy this fragrance. You might really like this fragrance. I think that you really need to be familiar with the fragrance family that you tend to like. And I think that with this, you need to really be into more of those spicy hint of fruit fragrance notes and that kind of fragrance family, okay? I think that if you really like sweet, don't get this. If you really like fresh, don't get this. If you really like florals, don't get this. But if you are really into those spicy, very unique oriental or ambery fragrances, and you like a little bit of fruit in with your perfumes, then I feel like you'd really be into this perfume. I feel like, again, if you're trying to make a statement and that's those are your fragrance families, then I would definitely check out the Lattafa Body Body Alud. There we go. Whew, sorry guys. Honor and Glory. Then I would definitely check this one out. As far as wear time goes, so when I tested it, number one, it is not a super powerful perfume. And I think that a lot of that comes from the fragrance notes that are in it, obviously. But the benzoin, the cashmeran, and the sandalwood. So all of those fragrance notes, in my experience, while they are powerful, while they are strong, while they are long lasting, they are very gentle, okay? They tend to be very soft, and they're just soft in nature. Just so you know, cashmeran is more of a woody fragrance molecule, okay? With those fragrance notes, typically they are a very soft, very gentle fragrance note to begin with. So this perfume, it is not a super powerful, super like perfume, okay? And I feel like also with the benzoin, that powdery element, I think that powder just softens and mellows out perfumes pretty instantly. That does not mean it did not last, okay? It did last. It lasted all day. When I was wearing it, when I tested it, I could smell it all day. I could get whiffs of it all day. It was just very subtle. It was just very gentle. It was just, it is sort of this nice essence about me that I had. It wasn't like, oh man, she smells like it wasn't that. It was just this nice aura about me that I had. And so if you are looking for something super powerful, super strong, then this is probably not going to be strong enough for you. But if you're looking for one of those perfumes where it's like, oh, it just sort of like becomes me, it's like, this is what my skin feels like, that kind of thing, that's what you're into, then this is probably going to be right up your alley. Again, as long as you like those fragrance notes, please pay attention to the fragrance notes in this perfume because, it is very unique, okay? It is very unique. I don't think it lands in a fragrance family. It is completely its own. So please pay attention to that before you purchase it. I feel like if you are a person that would like this and you get it, you'd be obsessed. Okay, that's what I feel like. I feel like if the right one of you purchases this perfume, you are going to be obsessed with this perfume. But I think that it is a very specific and a very particular smell. Now, as far as where I would wear this to, I feel like for me, I would keep it in the cooler months, okay? So like right now would be a perfect time of year to wear this perfume just because it is a little bit more woody. It is a little bit, it's warmer in nature and spicier. But I also feel like it would be really nice for more of a special event. I think that special event perfumes, I think that you can really get away with wearing very unique perfumes very easily for a special event just because, when you're going to a special event, it's different than anything else. It's special. It's different. It is in a world of its own. It is not your everyday, okay? And so I think that with this perfume, it really, it jives with that. It jives with that feeling of this is like in a whole entire world of its own. This is a universe of its own. And I think that this perfume really lends itself to fit in perfectly with that, because I feel like sometimes in everyday perfume, you sort of want it to be something that you expect, okay? Most people do. For me, I'm like, I just want to wear what I want, obviously. But some people, it's like, you know what? I just want to wear a fresh perfume. I don't want to make a statement. I don't want to be like trying to be different than everybody else. Then this perfume might not be it for that. But for a special event, it's sort of like, you know, I'm wearing the dress that I never wear. I'm wearing the makeup that I never wear. My hair never looks like this. And I'm wearing a perfume that I never wear. And so I think that this perfume really goes really well with that. And I also think that it is a mature and dignified smell. It's unique, like I said, but it is mature and dignified in how it is crafted, okay? So I think that while you do need to pay attention to the fragrance notes with this and be very specific about, right, like a particular person is going to like this, like I said, I also think that, you know, you can just really get away with I'm wearing a very unique perfume just because it sort of embodies the vibe of a special event, right? So those are my thoughts on the Lattafa Body Alud Honor and Glory perfume. Very unique, very specific, very individualistic. Personally, I'm not going to keep this, and like I've said before, I have my Mercari site, so whenever I'm done doing the things that I need to do with this, then it will be going on to my Mercari storefront, so definitely check that out if you are interested in getting your hands on this perfume. And it'll be at a discounted price and everything, just because I've used it, I've smelled it, it's been in my possession, so it will be discounted as well, obviously. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts on sort of these different unique perfumes? What kind of perfume fragrance families are you into? I think that that is something that I'm really trying to pinpoint with you guys. I've sort of narrowed down that you're really into Lattafa, you love Lattafa, you're really into these affordable perfume companies that provide really high quality fragrances for a very affordable price. But let me know what kind of perfumes you're looking for. You know, are you guys, you know, a like diehard gourmand people, or are you florals people? Or I'm really trying to get a feel for the kinds of perfumes that you guys are looking for. So definitely drop a comment down below saying what you're looking for. If you are interested in purchasing the Lattafa Body Alud Honor and Glory perfume for yourself, then I will link it down below for you, just so you can get your hands on it. And also, if you are interested in seeing more Lattafa, then watch this video right here. I just posted this the other day. This is my review of the Lattafa Yara Candy perfume, that perfume has gone absolutely crazy on the internet. And so definitely give that a look-see, get a feel for my thoughts on that perfume. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you oh so very much. And until we meet again, so long.